What's up, y'all? My name is Nate. This is Throttle Only. This is a 2023 BMW M440i. Let's check it out. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at this key fob here. So you have a beautiful BMW logo in the center. That's gonna double as your lock as well. Above from that, you're gonna have your unlock button, your trunk unlock button, as well as an alarm button. On the sides here, you're gonna have that beautiful M badging. On the back, it is going to be blank, and that is your key fob. All right, so starting up front here, let's take a second and look at this beautiful paint color. This paint is called Portimao Blue Metallic. It has so many nice little specs in it. I love it. Let's also talk about this hood. This hood has 3 different body lines on either side of each wheel, and it gives it so much dimension. As we come on down and look at this grille is absolutely massive. It is called a kidney grille. Some people love it, some people hate it. I absolutely love it, especially when it's in this beautiful gray metallic color. It's awesome. You're also gonna have a ton of airflow just below that grille as well. And to the sides, there's gonna be some giant air inlets, and there's gonna be some small air curtains as well to help with aerodynamics. And the last few things I want to talk about. First, this BMW badge. It's absolutely massive, iconic, and I love it. And then the last thing is going to be these headlights. These headlights look super amazing. I do wish though that when you turned on the turn signals, this amber, instead of being on the side, it would just replace the LED like I see in Mercedes-Benz. All right, so at the side of the vehicle, let's start with these wheels. So these wheels are gonna be the 19-inch M double spoke bicolor wheels. You can configure them on BMW's website. You're also gonna get this really nice blue calipers on them. They look super good. As we come on back and we look at these mirrors are gonna be finished off in this gray matte color. It looks super nice, but I think it would look a little bit better in black. They're gonna be auto dimming, auto folding. Your LED indicator is going to be on the outside, and then for your blind spot monitoring system, it is gonna sit right on the mirror. So other than that, there's really not too much about the side of this vehicle. You can see how long it is. It is gonna have a second row there, and this is gonna be the best look in my opinion. If you have a convertible, keep the top down. Then also looking at these door handles are gonna have the proximity sensing, and you can lock and unlock it from the driver's door right there. And the last thing I wanna mention about the side of this vehicle has to be these body lines. It looks super nice, but I think it would look just a tad better if they had a little venting on the side. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the top up and show you what it looks like. So as we look at the rear of the vehicle here, you're gonna have this nice spoiler. This is gonna be aftermarket. It's not gonna be real carbon fiber, but it gives it a really nice touch. And then a little bit down from that on this side, you're gonna have an M440i badge. Looks super nice, finished off in this really nice matte gray color. On the other side there, you're gonna have an xDrive badge. Again, looks super nice. In the center below from that spoiler, there is gonna be a BMW logo, and inside that BMW logo, there's gonna be a reverse camera there. And then on either side of the vehicle, you're gonna have these fake vents. I think they look pretty nice because you can't really tell that they're fake unless you come up to them. And then you're also gonna have some aftermarket exhaust that sounds really amazing. I'll let you hear what that sounds like a little bit later. And then you're also gonna have a gloss black rear diffuser. I think that looks pretty nice as well, but it could be a little bit more aggressive. And then of course, saving the best for last, these tail lamps. These tail lamps look really nice. I really love that swoop design that they have to them. I do wish, however, that similar to how Mercedes-Benz S-Class does, this red will turn into an amber when you turn on the turn signals, but that's okay. They still look super nice. All right, so let's officially go over some of these specs here. So this is the 2023 BMW M440i with xDrive. Let me just show you the website really quick. It will show the 2024 model since I'm kind of late to this party, but that's okay. So if you're wanting to configure one of these, there are 3 types of 4 Series. There is the 4 Series Coupe, the 4 Series Convertible, and the 4 Series Grand Coupe. So MSRP starting is $71,550. This is going to have a 3-liter BMW M TwinPower Turbo inline 6-cylinder. It's going to push out 382 horsepower, 364 foot-pounds of torque, meaning that this can go 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. It's also going to have an 8-speed sport automatic transmission. All-wheel drive is going to be their xDrive. And as far as the fuel economy, it's going to get 22 miles per gallon in the city, 30 on the highway, and 25 combined. Okay, so now let's go ahead and listen to see what this exhaust sounds like in the 3 different drive modes: Eco Pro, Comfort, and Sport Plus. Just keep in mind, this is aftermarket exhaust. All right, so let's take a look at this engine bay here. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Of course, it's gonna have this engine cover on it, but nonetheless, just look at this nice BMW engine. You're also gonna have these nice struts as well. And let's take a look at it from the side here to see where this engine lies in relation to these front wheels here. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at the trunk space here. So just keep in mind, if you do have the convertible version and you put the top down, you're gonna have very little space in the back. So I went ahead and put the top up. So to unlock the trunk, I'm just gonna put my hand underneath this BMW badge like so and lift. And so I left some of my camera equipment and cleaning equipment in here so you can see just how much room there is. And you can see it pretty much fills up this trunk. You can let the seats down in the second row here if you were to just push or pull this little tab right here. And then under there, you can also see there is a little wrench just about here. And if you pull that open, there's some tools down here that you can use. So with that tab pulled in the back there, I can now pull down these seats right here. This is also going to have a pass-through as well that you can lock from the rear. And then there's going to be this area right here. In the rear here, you will actually have a small LCD screen here with 2 vents, and you can actually control your own climate back here, which is pretty nice. You are going to have some small cup holders here as well. And then if you just pull this little tab right here, this is where you're going to have that pass-through all the way back to the trunk. So if you're wondering how you get into the rear seats here, first open the door, and then on the back of the seat, you'll have to grab this little handle right here, pull and hold, and the seat will actually adjust all the way up for you. And then when you let go, it will adjust back to its original position. All right, so here is a look at the passenger door panel. You're gonna have really nice materials all the way up top here, unlock and lock controls, a very nice plush armrest as well. You're gonna have a window control there as well as a speaker. You're also gonna have one small area for a water bottle and some more storage here. And then the rest is gonna be pretty plastic. Keep in mind, these are also going to be frameless windows. And then as you come on in, you're gonna have a nice M sill here. Automatic controls here for the seats. Glove box just in front of that. And then you're also gonna have heated seats as well. All right, so now let's look at the driver door here. It is gonna have frameless windows. You're gonna have really nice material all the way throughout. It is gonna be black. Very nice cushy armrest here. All of your window controls, mirror controls there as well. And then you're gonna have 2 seat settings that you can save. Your speaker is gonna be right there as well. You can see there is going to be a small LED strip right there. It is blinking because I have the door open. That is pretty cool, so it'll let cars know that your door is open so they don't hit you. And then you're gonna have your unlock and lock button right there. Beautiful materials all the way throughout. Small cup holder there, and then your trunk open button. So as you come on into the vehicle on the driver's side here, you're gonna have a nice M sill, nice floor mats as well, automatic seat controls. You are gonna have a manual thigh extension as well. And these are gonna have the heated seats configured on them. And these headrests are extremely comfortable. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the center console / armrest here. I'm gonna go ahead and push on it. You can see it is pretty plush. Let's open it up. And as we open it up, there's a pretty good amount of room in here. There's going to be one USB Type-C, and it is decently deep as well. And it's pretty nice too that it will lock back here in place. As we come on up, you're going to see this very nice trim. This trim is going to be aluminum mesh effect. We're going to have a fully electronic shift lever for your gears. There's going to be a small little strip here as well that's going to change color along with the other ambient lighting in the vehicle. There's going to be a traction off button, parking sensors button, start engine stop. There's going to be a sport mode, comfort mode, Eco Pro, and you're going to have an auto hold button for your brake, electronic parking brake. This will control the top. And then you're going to have a really nice rotary dial here that you can use with the infotainment if you would like. But this will also be a touchscreen up here as well. And then down below from here, more of this beautiful aluminum mesh effect. And as I open this up, there's going to be one USB Type A in there. There's also going to be a wireless charging pad, a 12-volt adapter, and then there's also going to be 2 cup holders. All right, so let's quickly go over this infotainment. I'm not going to go through everything, but I will go over just a few things. So this is the main screen here. So this is going to be the widget screen. So on this side, you're going to have maps. You're going to have Sirius XM, telephone, personal assistance. You're also going to have weather, traffic conditions, My BMW, route preview, and then you can also add certain widgets if you would like to. My BMW is really nice to add when you're driving, especially if you have a passenger, because that way they can see your torque, your horsepower. It's just a little nice. As we go on back home, we're going to hit this icon here, and there's going to be a lot of stuff in this infotainment, so I'm not going to go through everything, just a few things. So the first one is going to be the interior lighting. As I select that with the rotary dial down below, you can see there are a little bit of ambient lighting options here. If I hit color, and these are all the colors that it will allow you to choose, which is pretty interesting because Mercedes has so many. This seems to just have just a few, which is very odd. As I go on back, you can adjust the brightness. You can reduce the brightness for night driving as well. Let's go back and hit home. And so you can see there's just so much more in here. BMW Assist, Owner's Manual, AM, FM, Amazon Alexa, Digital Key, Happy Halloween. Let's see what that is here. I think there's audio involved in this, but I don't want to copyright. This is really cool. All right, so we're going to go back using the rotary dial here and continue on. Uneven road surface. Let's see what that's about. So it says the service warns of uneven road surface if your vehicle is equipped with a head-up display. That is pretty awesome. And there's a lot more things here. And then, of course, more importantly, I always say this, but Apple CarPlay is in this, and that is going to be the main thing that I would use. And then as we come on back home, this is going to have Spotify. You can use Bluetooth as well. I'm not connected to Bluetooth. I'm going to go ahead and go back to home here. And then lastly, you're going to have phone and navigation. If you put up the navigation screen, it's just absolutely massive screen here. And you can zoom all the way out, just like the Audi maps. Pretty cool. So before I take it out for a drive, this is what the reverse camera looks like. And it will also have certain parking sensors on it as well. So as you get close to something, it will tell you how close you're getting, and you might want to stop. So this is the digital instrument gauge cluster that is here, and it's going to be pretty flush with the rest of this dash here, as you can see. So I'm going to just show you the drive modes real quick. So currently I am in Eco, and I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to Comfort, and this is Sport. Now I'm going to go ahead and come on back here to show you what it looks like from this angle. This is going to be Comfort, and this is going to be Sport Plus. So now let's go ahead and look at the steering wheel here. So the steering wheel is very chunky, just like a lot of the BMW M vehicles are. So down below, you're going to have a nice M logo here. This is going to have a heated steering wheel configuration on it, so your button's going to be right there. And this area here is going to be wrapped in this really nice leather, beautiful BMW glossy logo right there. Paddle shifters on the back, of course. And then on the left side of the steering wheel here, you're going to have a resume, cancel button. This is going to be all of your cruise control buttons are going to be there. And then on the right side here, you're going to have all of your volume controls. You're also going to have a phone button. And then this small button right here is going to be for the menu inside of this digital instrument gauge cluster. So as I click that button right there, it's going to say content. I'm going to scroll down and it will change what is in the center here. As I keep going, you can see it keeps changing. There's a nice G meter, it's pretty cool. Different radio. I'm going to scroll all the way back up. I just like the speed there. We're going to now look at the head-up display. And you can see right there. So let's configure that. And I'm just going to scroll. And you can see right there, it is changing. Pretty cool. All right, y'all. So I'm in this BMW M440i with xDrive. Let's go ahead and start with a 0 to 60 in Sport Plus mode. I'm going to brake boost it. Oh my God. This thing is so crazy. So you can also put it into full manual mode if you want to. Let's do it. Downshift. Oh my God. All right, back to normal drive mode. Holy moly, this thing is fast. This thing is so much fun to drive. Can you hear all of those crackles and those pops? Just sounds so nice. Let's do another one. Oh. Oh my gosh. I am absolutely in love. So really the only thing I don't like about this is the convertible configuration. But of course there are those three different 4 Series models that you can configure if you want to. So you don't even have to have the convertible option. Thank goodness. But this thing is so fast and so fun to drive. There's so much theater in it. Oh my gosh. So everything else about this vehicle, super comfy seats, nice chunky steering wheel, everything that you might expect in almost an M car, which kind of begs the question, should you get a full M car or should you settle for something like this? And honestly, this is plenty, especially if you just have a little bit of a price difference and you can save a decent amount of money. Why not? Because this thing is plenty powerful, plenty noisy, oh, and so much fun. So you also are going to have this beautiful display in front of you when you put it into Sport Plus mode. It shows your giant tack in there. I seriously just love this thing. It is so much fun. Oh, just listen to that. Oh my goodness. This is really one of those cars that when I do a driving experience, I really don't even want to talk at all. I just want to listen to this exhaust. And this is aftermarket exhaust, as I mentioned earlier, but I feel like you kind of have to do that if you're going to get one of these because it just makes it so much better. So anyway, guys, I have nothing else to talk about. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, consider leaving a like. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. Oh.